Hey guys, my name's Chrissy, and I did my advocacy event on homelessness. So, first, I want to look at how homelessness is a family issue. Looking at the statistics, roughly 3.5 million Americans are homeless. 35% of those people are families. Breaking that down, 1 million are children, 58,000 are family households, and 41,000 are unaccompanied youth. And this is looking at a 2017 survey. Um, Additionally, homelessness affects children's abilities to gain an education, proper health care, and security. So, children who are homeless end up having more behavioral and developmental problems as they age. And then homelessness also a lot of times comes from family conflict. So, ways to prevent homelessness and to get those unaccompanied children off of the streets would be to develop programs that would help with families. So, that is another way it's a family issue. And then the most common family affected by homelessness is single mothers and their children. It's directly related to domestic abuse. And having a homeless relative greatly alters a family's life. This is emotionally and mentally just having someone in your life who is homeless. So, on to planning, there were four main parts: research, collaboration, putting the whole event together, and then the reflection at the end. So, in my research, I looked up the causes of homelessness. Some of these causes were domestic violence, lack of affordable housing, substance abuse, and unexpected life events and low income. I also looked at who is homeless. Um, Families are a large part of homelessness. Teenagers and children, a lot of people don't realize that young people are a large portion of the homeless population. And then single women and men. And then I also looked at ways to prevent homelessness, ways such as affordable housing, donations, affordable health care, volunteering, and programs for substance abuse and transitional helping or housing. So all these things that just help people get housed and get jobs, which is some of the most important things in preventing homelessness. Additionally, I wanted to look at homelessness in Springfield. Springfield has been classified as in severe fiscal distress, according to the National Center on Family Homelessness. Um, Additionally, 71% of homeless people in Springfield were families. So, again, that family issue. I also looked at policies to reduce family homelessness. So, affordable housing and livable wages, like I said, are one of the most important things in trying to get people uh, off the streets. Additionally, I interviewed people. I wanted to get an idea of Springfield's homelessness problem from the professionals, and I also wanted to talk to people who have personally experienced homelessness to see how it affects the family. So, looking at partners who I collaborated with and who I wanted to collaborate with, because I didn't get to contact all of these people and I didn't hear back from some of these people. So Springfield actually has a lot of homeless resources for people who have become homeless. These places are like the Kitchen, the Kind Place, Rare Breeds Youth Center, Victory House, and Community Partnership of the Ozarks and Victory Mission. Additionally, there's the National Coalition for the Homeless, which is where I got a lot of my facts from. A lot of their goals, they shared the same goal of affordable housing, which again, I have to say is one of the most important things to preventing homelessness. It really is what they are looking at, is getting people housed as soon as they are homeless, because it's that reentry that really helps. And then I also looked at the Department of Housing and Urban Planning, which is the government department that is in place to help reduce homelessness. Looking at that, they actually have a new 4-year plan starting in 2018 that's supposed to try to really redefine how they're going to prevent homelessness and try to make it more effective. They want to partner with local and state community businesses for affordable housing. So we should be seeing that soon, and hopefully it does really help people get into that housing that is really needed. So looking at how to present, I decided my target audience would be Springfield residents, especially people on campus. I believe that these people were the best to be able to put their time and energy into advocating for change. The best approach to presenting the information I chose was to do an informational presentation and then have open discussion at the end where we could talk about ways to prevent homelessness and to ask any questions. And then I also wanted to try to produce change, so try to get something in there that we could do. So my event goals, I had three. The first one was inform the public about the causes of homelessness, then address myths and misconceptions about the homeless, and finally, to identify and act upon ways to prevent homelessness ourselves. And then my message, I wanted to really kind of get into people's mind that homelessness is a family issue and that it can affect anyone at any time. There are also steps that can be taken to help prevent homelessness, even small scale, so here in Springfield. And then finally, that homelessness needs to be talked about and something needs to change. So implementing my event, I did not get to do the target audience of college students in Springfield. I just wasn't available at that time. So instead, I gathered my friends and family to give a presentation addressing the facts, which I did via PowerPoint. During the event, I showed them a video about homelessness in America. I handed out a short survey before and after to kind of gauge their understanding of homelessness before and after the event. I presented the PowerPoint that outlined statistics and facts about homelessness. And at the end, I opened the floor to questions and discussion about preventing homelessness and any other questions that people could think of or to discuss about. I also handed out a resource flyer to everyone that outlined resources that they could use in case they were to become homeless. And then finally, I recommended and encouraged everyone to write a letter to their congressman to kind of advocate for themselves and to try to get affordable housing. In my reflection, looking at it, I believe my event was very successful. I believe that all of my goals were met and that my message was clear. Definitely based on the surveys, people learned about the causes of homelessness and ways to prevent it. So that was really cool. And then my goal achievements and how I accomplished them. To inform the public about the causes of homelessness, I did that through the PowerPoint and showing them statistics and facts about homelessness. Addressing myths and misconceptions, we addressed these during the discussion and questions. And then identify and act upon ways to prevent homelessness, which was done also when we had the discussion and then when a few people did write to their congressman, so that was cool as well. Finally, changes and suggestions. I would have definitely liked to have given this PowerPoint and this event to the people, the youth at MSU. That would have been really cool. I would have also liked to partner with an organization and maybe have us create goodie bags and have a clothes drive, maybe have someone come and speak. Most importantly, I wanted to reach out to more people, and I wanted to suggest that to anyone else trying to do an advocacy event, is just to don't be afraid to put yourself out there and just really reach out to as many people as possible. Finally, some quotes from a woman whose brother has been homeless for 6 years, and then a person who is a community development coordinator at the kitchen. And you can go ahead and read these. So yeah, that was my event. It was really cool, and thank you guys for listening. It was really fun to do this event.